everybody, this is JGSF 1987, and yeah, I am back again to so it's on my mind. And first of all, as everybody knows, I'm a blogger, so to see my writing and to see what I've been up to, go to jgsf1987.com. Also, if you like what you see, especially on here, go ahead and subscribe. You don't follow me on Twitter, like me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. I put them in practically I've recently started putting that in every video that I've been making, so I put it in there too. Okay, now with that, all that introduction out of the way, I want to make I actually want to say something. I know that I've been making a lot of dire things like, if it was going to be between, like Trump and Hillary, that everything goes for him. Look, that's only if there's no other real options. But since I know that there is another option, if I had to, that's all, what I was explaining was only my lesser of two evils, right? But since I'm not planning to go that way, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go jump on the Green Party. Anyway, that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make it today, actually, the point of this video is to basically talk about Donald Trump, actually. Especially over the past, I don't know, like 5, 6, whatever amount of weeks it's been since the convention. Let me put it to you this way. It's imploding. No one should be, actually, no one should really be surprised by that. I'm not. It's not lost on me that he's, like, way too incompetent to be president. And that's my biggest reason for not voting for him is essentially that. Now, or one of my biggest reasons, actually. I got a few others, but I'm not going to go into it. Actually, no, I've stated it so many times in the past that at this point, you can look at all my past videos as for what I think about Trump. Anyway, again, I'm not going to go down that little tangent. Alright, so the point is that because of Trump's imploding campaign, that says one thing. He honestly does not want to be president. That's which explains a lot of his erratic behavior and a lot of his erratic campaign slogans. Him saying things that were just completely off the wall. And how it explains why. He doesn't want to be president. He never wanted to be president. He was only doing it for one reason, actually. Apparently, before he announced that he was running, he was actually in contract talks with NBC over another season of The Apprentice. He figured that if he launched his own presidential run, he would have more bargaining leverage when negotiating his contract. I know, it's infuriating, and it's so stupid, but still, that's why. It's when his popularity exploded off the wall, like into stratospheric times. There's a reason for that. What do you think he was thinking then? His line, I think it was like, oh crud, I gotta come up with something serious now, otherwise, or at least something somewhat serious, so this way at least people know where I stand, at least on a few issues. So that's another thing. But anyway, that's essentially why Trump has been so cartoonish. He's been trying to force everybody else not to. basically to have everybody else not vote for him. Actually, that's why he was trying to find a way out, and that was his way of sort of doing it. He was trying to go out he was trying to bow out in some way, but the way of ultimate showmanship comes out. Yeah, that's essentially Donald Trump for me. And that's why his campaign right now is imploding, because he doesn't have any of the professionals in his party. As I said before, a lot of what he's proposing to do, like especially like domestic policy and such, look, especially when it comes to like race relations and trying to bring back the white supremacy, blah blah blah. He would be very lucky to get about 5 to 10% of that actually passed, because the Republicans aren't going to do it. They know what kind of position they're in. It doesn't do anything for them. And so what does it do for the Democrats? Well, it could be their big reprieve. So that's how those dynamics are shaping out. Look, I'm going to actually state this for the record by saying one thing. I would sincerely caution against being too overly confident that Hillary is going to get it, or that the Democrats are going to survive this. Hillary is not quite out of the woods yet when it comes to the FBI. And the Republicans, you know. And by Republicans, I'm meaning congressional Republicans, specifically Republicans from the House of Representatives. They are, look, when she's in office, first thing Republicans are going to do is they're going to try to impeach her. That is a massive, that's just a massive fact. I mean, come on. The only reason they want her in there is so this way they can get rid of this clown known as Donald Trump. But Trump's gonna bow out. He's like I said before, he's not serious. He doesn't want to be president. He's only doing it for greater bargaining leverage. So that's the reason. He'll bow out, and they'll probably put somebody else on who's quote unquote more competent, or shall we say more qualified. And they're gonna have to do it pretty fast. But the fact also, but getting back over to Hillary, she's not out of the woods yet. The thing with the Clinton Foundation, that's getting investigated by the FBI. And that's going to get the express orders, against the express orders from the Attorney General and the President and a lot of the higher-ups, especially within the immediate circle within the President's cabinet. They're all telling him, don't do it, don't do it. You're going to be remembered for doing something that is going to bring shame to the country, and you will be responsible for all of it because you took on something much bigger than you can chew. Yeah, it's basically President Obama at this point saying, oh crud, we gotta nip this thing in the bud or otherwise it's gonna make my legacy look bad. I hate to say this to you, Mr. President, but your legacy is already tainted as it is. You admitted that your worst mistake as our Commander-in-Chief was the whole deal with Libya. So, there's that.
Okay.
Yeah, so going back to what I was saying before, yeah, the FBI is definitely going to hit her with something, and the Justice Department is going to be forced to do something about it. Democrats are in for a massive and a very, and I'm saying this is going to be the worst kind of October surprise. This will not look pretty. I can assure you that. It's going to mean that Hillary will have to bow out, whoever else, and then whoever replaces her is going to have a very next to impossible time trying to basically trying to distance themselves from all the shenanigans, regarding the Clinton Foundation, regarding what the DNC had did during the primaries, this and that, all the corruption within the DNC. Yeah. That's what we're dealing with, and that's essentially what's going to happen. So, as I've said before on my Facebook page, actually, yesterday I made a live video, and I would highly recommend that you watch it. I'll put it down in the description, and I will say to you very candidly that the Republicans have basically won the White House. That is practically a given. Our attention should not be at the top of the ticket at this point, because the main races that we need to be looking at right now is all the down ticket battle. Is all the down ticket elections, not the top of the ticket. Top of the ticket, it's not going to mean anything until we know who's going to be serving, who is going to be who is also going to be elected alongside them. That's why I'm saying focus more on the down ticket races. Forget the White House. That's already gone to the Republicans. Don't worry. We'll be able to force them out by 2020. And we'll get possibly 8 years of a Democrat again. But that's not guaranteed. But the point I also said yesterday, and I'm going to say it right now, even though Trump is not serious about doing it, even though he's been saying all these off-the-wall things, even if he's been basically the worst kind of bigot that we've seen in our lifetimes, let me ask you something. Even if we quote-unquote dodged the bullet in 2016, what's to say that we're going to be able to dodge it in, say, 2020 or any other electoral cycle beyond that? That's the problem. This is why it is better to put the Republicans in charge, because it is primarily because it will nip this extremism in the bud. And then the Republicans will finally understand that if they want to be viable as a serious party, they need to come to the center. They can't keep going further and further and further to the basically batshit fringes of the far right. That's not a place to govern from. So, there you have it. Anyway, so I will kill it here, and this is JGSF1987.com. I am gonna be catching you later.